Have you ever felt that someone has hurt you so much that forgiveness seems impossible? Jesus taught us something powerful about forgiveness, not as an option, but as a path to freedom. Jesus didn't just talk about forgiveness, he lived it. On the cross, after being unjustly betrayed, humiliated, and crucified, he looked at those who were killing him and said, "Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do." Luke 23:34. That's powerful. Imagine being in pain and yet asking for forgiveness from your attackers. That's the level of love and compassion that Jesus invites us to live. Why is it so hard to forgive? We often think that forgiving means forgetting or justifying the other person's mistake. But that's not the case. Forgiving is choosing to no longer carry the weight of the hurt. A lack of forgiveness traps us, leaves us hostage to the past. Have you ever noticed how certain pains continue to affect you even after years? This happens because, until we forgive, we are stuck in that moment. Jesus knew this. He taught us that forgiveness is a gift we give ourselves. Forgiving is not being weak, it is being strong. The world teaches the opposite, that forgiving is covering up, that it is better to retaliate, to show who is boss. But look at the difference between what the world teaches and what Jesus said. The world, repay in kind. Jesus, love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you. Matthew 5:44. This does not mean that you need to accept abuse or be complicit in mistakes, but it does mean that your heart should not be a repository of resentment. Forgiving is not a favor to the other person, it is a relief for you. What happens when we forgive? We free ourselves from emotional prison. Hurts can turn into illnesses, anxiety, depression. Forgiveness heals. We draw closer to God. Jesus said that if we do not forgive, we will not be forgiven either. Matthew 6:14-15. We change our perspective. We see the situation with maturity and avoid making the same mistake. How to start forgiving? Pray for the person who hurt you. It seems difficult, but it works. Start by asking God to help you release forgiveness. Understand that everyone makes mistakes. Just as you have hurt someone without realizing it, others make mistakes too. Let go of the pain. You don't need to feel it to decide to forgive. The feeling comes after the decision. Jesus taught us that forgiveness is the path to true peace. How about starting today? If this message spoke to your heart, follow my channel and learn more about Jesus' teachings on fire